WJBW is made possible by sausage. Stick one in your mouth.
I hear a little bit of feedback in the mic.
These charges are not mine.
Hey, welcome to the JBW Web DBWDD.com or RevRevShow.com. Oh, yes! Fucking asinine.
Can you give me a massage? I love you.
Holla at you. Ow! Ooh, girl.
Seriously.
Hello, Papa.
Some shit like that. You gotta do the Rocky Mountain High.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck with. Boy. And everybody get the Rocky Mountain High.
WJBW.
You don't want
WJBW. What's up? The JB Rev Show. Welcome to it. Every week we talk with talented people. That just so happens it's Halloween on the night that we normally broadcast. So guess what? Would that do? No, we've got some special guests actually. 7:30 call, local legend session with Trevor Fraser, writer for the Orlando Sentinel. He gets to interview a lot of cool people, so it's cool that we're going to interview him, and we'll hear some of his cool tales. And then 8 o'clock hour, expecting to chat with our good buddy of the show, local legend, reconnect with Frankie Messina. He always does Blanket of Orlando. This is the 6th year. We want to educate, make you think about people in the cold that you could help with some spare blankets you got sitting around. I'm not sure who's in studio today. If it's the Reverend dressed up as Jeffro, I think it might be.
Yeah.
It looks.
Yeah, man, I'm dressed up like Trevor.
Oh, hey, Rev, and the Rev
I
over
got
there
a big
across the
beard on.
Yeah, I can see it, man. It's a very, very good Jeffro costume you got over there, the Rev, this week. So, welcome to it. It is the JB Rev Show. That's right.
All right, man. I love you.
Yeah, all right. That's what's up. So, welcome to it. We do it every week. It's Halloween, and I thought it'd be cool to kind of get a better sense of people's Halloween experiences, because I'm sure at any given point you have a holiday or Halloween themed night, because it was the first kind of little taste of go out, ask for candy in the neighborhood. I love
beer.
Drinking may have been oftentimes meddled in
Is
with
this still a
that
kid's
little bit of freedom, and you get jacked up on candy, right? So. Anyway, so I figure we'll open up phone lines for stories, complaints, concerns, beat about a Buddha. It's 407-906-9328 for the 7:30 hour if you want to share your Halloween story with us. But I thought, Jeffro, Jerry, if you were the Reverend as Jeffro, it's Halloween, it's great. I'm just going to treat you like Jeffro for the continuity of the show. Is that okay?
Yeah,
right.
I'm getting into character, man. I'm trying to
be confusing. Yeah, I'll help you. A method Halloween. So it's a beautiful one. I appreciate having you.
Hey,
Thanks.
hold on a minute. I just want to say how much I love you.
Oh, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
No, I'm serious. Hey, hold on. I love you, man.
All right, well, that's good. Love is good. Anyway, so this week I thought, I grew up in New York for a portion of my life, and right up the road from where I lived, there was a spooky old house that wasn't occupied all the time. So we would go like into the woods and go up to this house because nobody was there, and this is like back in the 80s. That going and doing that was probably one of the scariest things. Now, I don't think it was exactly on Halloween because I think it was before the fall because they were not there yet. it was like a summer house or something, or the opposite of that. I don't know, but they were not there for long periods of time. So anyway, we would go in there as kids, and you could see like just stuff sitting there that, you know, maybe to you looked really spooky, but to them it's like, oh, it's my house. I just left it here, and now I'm back. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But especially when you go into places at night, and you go into places you're not supposed to go. You know, I think a lot of what's going on today is probably more of a drive for kids, especially to get more of that ergonomic feel of youth that we had without all the tethering of technology.
Yeah, right? You're supposed to go to like graveyards and stuff, right? But I guess security's pretty high tonight for graveyards.
Yeah, you can't pull any of the hinky shit, I guess, like back in the day, right? Because there's proof. Everybody's got a cell phone on. But what kind of story do you think about, man, when you think about Halloween? You got a freaky story you could tell us?
Well, there's a lot of them, but the one I remember most, I think, is being out in the woods. It was right around Halloween, so everybody was dressed up this big party out in the woods, and I was kind of like mixed up in some stuff in my head.
Okay.
And
going through rough times.
Yeah. Well, kind of like like doing some substances.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you meant like having.
I was kind of messed up in my head a little.
Okay, you were not there. All right.
Yeah, it was very good food. So anyway. I walked out. I just got tired of the crowd, so I walked out in the woods, and I kind of got lost.
Okay.
I didn't know where I was, and I kept walking and walking and got more and more lost. And I was tripping out, so I just sit down by a tree, and then I closed my eyes, and when I opened them, there was like a beam of light coming at me, and then there was like noises of drums, and like I could see shadows of people coming closer to me, and then when it got to me, they're like, "Hey, bro, what are you doing? Come on. Follow us." And he handed me a drum, and they were all dressed in like medieval costumes. So I was going off, and I was thinking I was like in the 15th century.
You thought you time traveled?
Yeah, the belly dancers and like everybody's in it turned out to be the Renaissance, the Renaissance people. But they brought me this big campfire, and belly dancers bouncing around, and I was drumming. I really thought I was back in time.
That's awesome.
Until like the sun was coming up, and they're like,
how long were you going along with?
Yeah, I was going.
There were no little clues. Maybe it started to unravel, and
everybody was
wanted to warn. Everybody was that on lockdown.
Lockdown.
Wow.
Yeah. So you had a big pot that you warm up stew and on the stove.
Wow.
Over the fire.
Like a cauldron of stew.
Yeah, cauldron. Yeah.
Nobody had Nikes on. There was no giveaway.
No. Everybody was dressed in garb. It was all I guess it was.
Of course, that's.
The medieval garb. I guess it was all like, it was like a party for the people that worked the Renaissance or something. So it was like no normal people.
I think that whole culture is really, really, really into it.
Yeah, and so the morning when they're like, well, and I was like, man, I can't believe it. Back in time, the guy looked at me. He's like, what are you talking about? He told me that I wasn't. I was like, no way. So he ended up showing me how to get back, and I had this big story about how I thought
that
all night.
I'll tell you what, that's a good right there. That is a good story. And I was going to say too, if you're able to experience anything else from that, it's you literally. I mean, how fortunate is that? You literally had that experience.
Yeah, I really. Yeah, I don't know how I got out. Yeah, because I was talking. I was like, "How do I get back?"
Serendipitous, just the timing of that is perfect.
I swear, I was talking to this guy, and I was kind of upset. I'm like, "Dude, how am I going to get back to the future?" And he's like, "What?" Thought I was crazy. He's like, "No, man, you're in the Renaissance part. We're just dressed like this. I'll show you the way back to you."
Yeah,
Swanee.
It was weird. And then he looked like a little Smurf.
Yeah.
Right? You were like, oh.
Well, I went back in time.
# Supernatural edition. You can share your stories or before, beginning, after. Did we have that little scary guy that was calling us? Oh, hold on. I don't know. All right, well, we'll come back to that. I guess the other thing I was going to ask you is you see a lot of bands coming in and out of Orlando. Right?
Yeah, I try to catch them when I can.
too. I mean, big acts too coming in. You load in and out shows and do different stuff. So what would you say about what do you think of I-4?
I-4.
Do you ever use it?
I've been here for so long. I know when to use it and which direction to go and what exit to get on and off to use to my best advantage. I know when the traffic's busy. Like I'm going west on I-4 when all the traffic's going.
Yeah, the timing of it. Yeah,
the timing. Yeah, but yeah, it is bad. I don't use it that much, and I don't have to. I know when I go to the Amway to work, I just jump on it for 1 minute because there's a bunch of people jumping on east-west, and I just go beside them, and I got one lane to get off downtown. And it's that.
Well, I was asking that because a lot is changed in Orlando, right? Like there's so much development everywhere you look. And I think it's interesting to hear kind of, especially come a certain time, that little Ivanhoe area is going to be, I guess, made into they're going to put a big building there, residential building.
Yeah,
right?
They're trying to modernize
20 stories high or something?
The housing over there is getting really, they're happy. The people that own houses over there, I guess, the ones that aren't getting knocked down. But no, there ain't no really houses getting knocked down.
Yeah, I guess so. That'd be huge real estate.
But that's, they're
all of a
places growing over there. And it's like a walk path marathon to, breweries and entertainment and artists and, people know each other down there. It used to be a really shady place, that area. When it was all hookers. And there was like 2 motels down the road. It was Flamingo Inn and the Lockheed Motor Inn. And they would rent by the night.
Wow. Wasn't there like a little punk bar down there at some point or something like that? Or a little convenience shop or something? Or anyway, I forget about that. But I remember Greg Hayden's lived over by that area for the longest time.
Yeah.
Right?
Great, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, he's a character. I like him.
Great. Yeah.
We've been through some stuff. Yeah.
Anyway. Okay. Happy Halloween. Enjoy this.
Study the Necronomicon.
We'll be back.
The legend of the Necronomicon has it that long ago the Earth was inhabited by a species from another dimension, with certain chants from the book, coupled with ancient rites and sacrifices. This race, the old ones, can be brought back.
The electronics are so predominant that people would really prefer that.
WJBW.com presents the JB Rev Show. That's what we do every week, talk with talented people, and occasionally get to learn a little bit about each other as we go along. The Reverend sitting across the way, pretending he's Jeffro. And how the hell you doing, man?
Jeffro, man. Yeah. What's up?
Hey, it's a great
I
Halloween.
got pressure washing.
Great Halloween costume. You got pressure washing.
Yeah, I'm trying to be Jeffro.
Okay.
I don't know what to say.
You don't know what to say. Okay. Well, we were talking a little bit about Orlando and how it's kind of growing, and then I was like, wait, but it's Halloween.
Oh, yeah,
I forgot about that, which made me think too. Like, there's ghost stories out there, and you can have, I think this. Oh, somebody just moved my mic. Did you see that? Oh, that's
good.
Yeah, that was my ghost story. And or you can have real crazy, unexplainable experiences. I don't know that I could ever say that I saw anything. I felt weird stuff, but that could all be in my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when it comes to ghost, have you ever seen a ghost?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, over there by Mills and 50, there used to be like there's, I think it's still there, but it's on the other side of the insurance place. It's over there in Chinatown. And I had a friend that lived on top of a building.
Okay.
And they had like a little barber shop underneath, and we were partying up front. We were just hanging out, watching some TV and whatnot. He's like, yeah, let me take you downstairs. This place is like haunted. I'm like, yeah, right. But I went down there, and we were just hanging out, and then next thing I know, I see shadows of things moving, hair cutting.
What?
There's like ghosts in there running their own petition. It was crazy. I seen all this stuff moving around, like girl by the counter, some guy, sitting back getting his hair cut with a guy with a razor. I was like, we freaked out. I had to run out. It was really scary.
Now, were you on anything that time?
No, I wasn't. I mean, I might have had a beer or two.
Okay.
No, it was just normal. Yeah.
How could there be so many of them for them to be occupying some activity that you would see? They were just see-through?
Yeah, I think it's like
barely human?
I think it's like a place for people to go get. Where it is now, it's no longer a barbershop there. It's a travel agency or something. But there's the place that you live at still on top. The stairs are in the back. It's a really big building. It's right across from that vegan restaurant there. They play drum circles down over there.
So it's almost like above Uncle Lou's area? You're saying it's on?
No, it's over there in Chinatown, off 50 and
okay.
50 and
over
1792.
1792.
Yeah, 1792. 50 and 1792 going towards downtown.
Oh, wow.
It's like a block.
Okay.
It's like there's a whole bunch of Chinese places in there, but like the next block down, there's a building. I think it's still a travel agency, but it's a freaky place, man. I haven't been in there since, that was 20 years ago, if not more. I think 25 years ago.
Okay. And was it in the day or the night?
No, it was in the evening. Yeah, it was dark. It wasn't completely dark. We didn't turn on any lights when we went down there, but you could see the lights from the street lights outside glaring in a little bit because of the front window. But I don't know, maybe it was the moving cars going down the road, but I doubt that because I could actually see actual figures of people, and they were cutting hair, and it was like
you said that. So they were doing like tasks that like a ghost was cutting a ghost's hair.
Yeah, like and getting a shampoo.
What?
Some old lady was running back and some ghost was shampoo in their hair.
Okay, you're messing with me now.
No, I'm serious.
Okay.
I can't quit laughing.
You're messing with me.
No, I'm smiling because it's kind of hard to believe.
All right.
But it's true.
Okay. Well, that's fascinating. So I don't say that I have any other story like that, but I guess when people pass on and go, you maybe have your own little ghost of them, right? Like your own little memory ghost. Well, there you go. There's $1 million app, Memory Ghost.
Yeah,
so that's
just people going through the motions. I guess ghosts go through the motions too.
Yeah.
I guess ghosts, they go through the motions just like normal people do. So if they're a ghost, they might just living life. Oh, I'm cutting hair. I'm a ghost. Probably don't even know he's a ghost. But then when he
it
sees
was
you,
a gay guy.
but I
ghost,
see him,
was it?
so if I could see him, maybe
Hey.
at that point he could see me.
And the ghost hair getting cut person as well. That's interesting.
Yeah, I didn't see
Like,
a hair
or was
follicle.
he cutting to no one? Was he just
It was like shadows, and like
Oh,
and they were getting brighter, so they looked kind of like
shadows have long hair?
they weren't in color, but it was shadows of
Hmm.
people that you could see that they're what they were doing. You know, creepy.
That is weird. Anyway, so all right, so we've opened the phone lines. You've given me two unbelievable stories. I don't know if I should believe them both and or both of them.
I don't know if I believe them, but it happened.
Well, okay. So what? You don't know if you what?
I don't know if it was true or not. Maybe it was just a figment in my brain. You know.
Okay,
I don't know. But when you see something, you normally want to believe it, right?
you do.
Why wouldn't? I'm not lying about it happening. I'm just saying that. I mean, I could, you know, this ain't a campfire story, but it really happened, man. It kind of freaked me out at the time. So I kind of like believed in ghosts growing up a little bit after that. You know, I was like 19 or 20 then, but I kind of like believed in that kind of stuff. Kind of like when I saw the spaceship. I know you think I'm crazy, but I was actually in the middle of the day.
Okay.
It was the middle of the day. I was walking down my street. I was like 19, and I used to cut through this field to go to the store. And I was walking to the store, and my neighbor who's mowing his grass, he says, "Hey, Jeff, look up." I'm like, "What?" So I look up, and there's like all these bright lights, crazy object in the sky right above me. It seemed like it was like no more than 50 or 100 feet away from me.
Yeah.
And we just stared at it for a few minutes, and then it just it hit light speed and flew out.
It quickly left you.
Yeah, and you could see it getting smaller and smaller. It's like,
Well, we did see something in our backyard over here. It was like 5 different lights moving at these just crazy speeds, and it, you know, just descending away from us, going away like rapidly. So
Yeah.
that's interesting.
maybe they took me aboard and did something to me, and they
What?
just erased my memory of that part. I don't know.
Okay.
All I do
that's
is
a little. That's yeah. Alien abduction. We endorse it. We endorse alien abductions.
Some things you'll never know. Some things you never know. Could be hidden memories that you hid back in your brain.
That's true. You're right. We don't know. We push down a lot of stuff that's there, or maybe has happened to us, or whatever it is.
Yeah, we only know what they have told us.
You don't have total recall.
No, yeah.
Do it.
It could be it. You think you're catching everything. Things are going on in your life that you don't know.
Yeah.
So,
Excuse me. All right. Well, let's bust away. Prep up for this call. What is it over here? Hold on. Because we just went off into like some crazy theory, conspiracy, ghost theory of a time traveling.
yeah, alien ghosts.
I think it all goes back to your original story then, where everything can be explained. You just don't know why.
Yeah.
Right? It's like you really thought you were time traveling, man.
Yeah. So.
You fit in perfectly back then, too.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, you know, we were drumming, and I'm a drummer, and so they were like, I was like part of the tribe. I thought I was part of the tribe, and then
Rip,
how do I get back to the future? No.
Rip from the mother's breast.
You're tripping,
He
bro.
was. Okay. All right, we don't want any more Halloween music, okay? Let's just go something else. We'll make up for it later or whatever. It is WJBW, the JB Rev show. We'll be right here. Be right back.
WJBW.
WJBW, it's JB Webb. Of course, as usual, every week we like to venerate talented people. And this week we have someone who's a literary individual and also has some great roots here in Orlando. Let me give a proper introduction as a local legend. Mr. Trevor Fraser, current writer for the Orlando Sentinel, does entertainment writing. Previous to that, spent some time at the Weekly, has great, rich life experience to bring to bear. A lot of interesting Orlando subculture stuff as well. And I'm honored and privileged to have him on the line with us. Man, I really appreciate you being able to do this. How the hell are you doing tonight, Trevor? Thanks so much. How you doing?
I'm doing very, very well, and thank you very much for having me. I will never get tired of hearing about what a legend I am. So it's always good.
That's awesome.
Always good to be here.
Well, good. Well, you rock. I appreciate that, man. And I think, again, for people, we love to learn about people, their origins. So you kind of really having the writing at the forefront of what you do. Give us, maybe start us out. How did that all begin with you? Kind of unwind the tapestry, as it were.
Well, I didn't always want to be a writer. I did in second grade write that writer was the job I least wanted to have.
You said that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it just seemed like there was a lot of writing involved in it, and I didn't particularly care for that. But I did like storytelling a lot. I liked writing. I made children's books out of movies that I saw.
Oh, that's cool.
And so so I did. I was always into storytelling, and it wasn't until later I got into poetry because I was a teenager and. For some reason you can't just tell people that you're pissed off. You gotta write it.
Sure.
Very weirdly. So so I got into that, but it got me into I was friends with teachers and they got me into poets and books and blah blah blah. So the traditional, you follow that path. I started doing a lot of readings in poetry, and that led me to get slightly better at it, and I wound up doing some readings here in Orlando, and I wound up on the 2003 Orlando National Poetry Team.
Dude, that's awesome.
And I made a lot of friends in the scene while I was getting my degree at UCF in creative writing, and I wound up meeting Kelly Fitzpatrick, who was the previous entertainment writer for the Orlando Sentinel. And she got me a job at Sentinel, and I wrote here. I wrote for Axis magazine. I wound up working at the Weekly for a little while.
Yeah, that's interesting.
What I kept leaving to do was go farming, though.
Well, yeah, and I think that's interesting too, because there's a lot to be said, I guess, about the Orlando culture itself, being able to corral and sustain that. I want to say that, but you had mentioned farming. So what do you mean by that?
Well, here was the thing. So I was working at the Sentinel for a couple of years, and I left to go farming in New Zealand.
What?
I did what's called it's called woofing.
What?
Willing workers on organic farms.
Interesting. Okay.
And you go and you travel around to people's farms. You work on them for like a couple weeks. You're there for like a week or two, and you just get to learn about their farms. It's a great way to travel. It's not the best way to learn about farming. And I was really into learning about farming because I thought that my only skill was writing.
Okay.
And that there was an imminent apocalypse that was going to take us all out.
What are you going to do?
Another skill.
Yeah, you've got to be able to. You could read a book, and you could write a manual, but you got to be able to get your hands dirty. So you kind of felt all right. So you had this moment where you're like, hey, I need to get out there and experience life. And I think maybe too, that kind of plays into the writing aspect of it. Is it something you later then write about these exploits out there farming or?
Yeah, well, for sure, and I think that was so I did it by myself, and then I did it with my wife, and I went out and tried farming in Colorado, and what I learned was that I was not a good farmer, but I was good. It's a lot of work. It's way more work than writing is, apparently.
Yeah.
But it's but what I was good was figuring out what to talk about farming. And I got a lot of good interviews out of my experience. I met a lot of really great people, and I learned a lot of things that I could write about for other publications and that I put out to the world. So, you know, there's a lot to be said for if you want to be a writer, you know, experiencing things, anything really, as long as it's not something that everybody knows about, because you got to tell everybody about it.
Well, yeah, and that's true. They say write what you know. So if you don't
write what you know,
if you don't know that much, then you got to go out there and kind of harness and experience. Right now, we're speaking with a freshly dubbed local legend, Trevor Fraser. And what I love, man, is your history here with Orlando. Now you go off, you do the farming, you come back. How have you seen? And I guess that's over the span of almost 20 years, 15, 20 years or something. But when you left Orlando, when was it? When you came back, how were things different?
I left. Well, no, because I was never gone that long. So I left for New Zealand in 2007, and I was back in 2007. And I left for Colorado in 2010, and I was back in 2010.
So these are just little stints. Like how long? Months?
Just little stints. Yeah. When I was in New Zealand, I was traveling around for about 6 months.
Jeez.
And when I was in Colorado, we were there for almost 10 months, I want to say.
Wow, that's a year.
It was a season. We just worked a season on a farm there.
Nice.
And on 2 farms, actually. But, so I was never gone that long.
But still.
Orlando has grown up. I grew up in Melbourne.
Oh,
so
okay.
I've known Orlando pretty much my whole life, and I watched, I used to come downtown back during the Barbarella and Yab Yum days.
Sure,
and so
okay.
on, if anybody
And
remembers
the
any of that.
Visage coming, well, not for downtown, but that whole vibe.
I'll be honest, I only ever made it to a few of them. I went to Yab Yum, and I went to Go Lounge, and I went to Barbarella's.
Yeah.
And a few times,
Kit Kat bar or whatever. I don't know.
Kit Kat. Yeah.
Kit Kat was cool. And Knock Knock downtown. Yeah, there was the landscape was a little bit different, but I would say even now it's much more ergonomic, I guess, than it used to be. Would you agree as far as nightlife downtown? You're an entertainment writer, for God's sakes.
And that's basically it. It's sort of it's a very linear way to do nightlife now.
Mm-hmm.
You just sort of bar hop and that's what you do. But I've grown up around Orlando. I've known Orlando the whole time. I went to the very first Fringe Festival. I went to the Fringe Fest for years as a teenager, and this town has always really supported a kind of weird literary scene and a weird scene in general. It's been good about keeping a weird scene, and I think that's important.
Someone described it as kind of a mutant scene, and I think that's pretty accurate.
That is pretty accurate. It feels kind of like a Frankenstein monster, like it's cobbled together, from other things. Like there are a lot of, there's a lot of punk that has pulled from the SoCal and the DC scenes and so on, but that doesn't diminish it. The fact that it pulled from these other things, and Orlando has always found a way of including everything that it could include. There's always someone here who wants to do it, and they will make it happen. And it's the real thing about Orlando is that it lives on its people.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Its scenes don't exist when the people disappear.
There you go. Exactly.
The scenes exist because the people are here. You go to New York, none of the same comics are there from the 70s.
Of course.
That made the scene in the 70s, right? But in Orlando, if one part of it disappears, if the people disappear, we lose the scenes. And so, on the one hand, that's great because you get to know the people and you get all of that. And on the other hand, it makes us very it makes our scenes very fragile.
Right.
And we need people to keep our scenes going. And so I love the strength of our our theater and our cabarets and our burlesques and all this. I love them, but we need people.
Yeah.
And so I'm really happy about things like what you're doing here. Not even
Well,
to
awesome.
get off track, but I just love what you're doing. Just calling attention to the people of Orlando.
That's great. Yeah, thank you so much. We'll take that endorsement. We'll all right. So say it one more time. All right, we're gonna roll get the audio going. No, I'm just kidding. Trevor Fraser on the line, entertainment writer for Orlando Sentinel. You rock, buddy. What I love too is, like you were saying, even kind of the subcultures and the underculture of Orlando. Being into you're a horror buff, I believe, as they say, and there's a lot of cool little places around here where it's this amalgamated, not necessarily hippie sensibility, but it's it's like in this Disney shadow almost, where it's not Disney, but we have this spirit that like it's anything can happen land, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big part of it. And let me say, as a writer of what I write, so to get it back to me, because the focus has been off me for a while, and I'm not a fan of that. But to bring it back to me,
Yes.
So I'm the entertainment writer for the Orlando Sentinel, which basically means I cover anything that's not food, theater, TV, or the theme parks.
That's great.
But often it's any of those things too.
Okay.
But the thing that I most need, and I hope that this happens, I need to know what is going on around town.
Like all the time.
That is interesting. That is weird. What are the cool things that are happening? Because I know some of them, but I can always do to hear more of. What are you doing? Do you have a club? Do you have a film society or a horror society? Well, there's the Horror Society of Orlando. They're good people, but I mean, so that's what I love about this town, is that there's plenty for me to write about, and I always want to hear more about what people are doing, because I need to write more about what makes this town great and the people who make this town.
Well, and you get to talk with the great people coming through this town, because as we're, sharing here, it's a little bit more of a metropolitan, Orlando is definitely growing. Plus there's this great backbone of community here. Have you had some challenges with people? I know, trying to get this interview with you was challenging. No, I'm just kidding. No, but trying to get technology and everything to play well, communications, how does that all pan out? And did you have any, oh my God, I'm a dork, I can't believe I'm interviewing this guy moments?
I have lots of those.
Yeah.
I absolutely ruined my interview with Eddie Izzard by trying to be funny. That was I was like, I get to interview Eddie Izzard, and I decided to ask him funny questions, and he didn't like that. He was like, basically kept trying to answer them very seriously, was wondering why I was asking them, and I was like, I screwed this up.
Oh, it was supposed to be so
that happens. I have interviewed some really great people. Eddie Izzard is there, for sure. Diane Rehm was somebody that was very special to me to interview. I
Les
just
Claypool,
recently interviewed Christine McVie.
Really?
Christine Perfect of Fleetwood Mac. That was really exciting. I'm furious because I was supposed to interview Les Claypool and it didn't happen.
So
I just want to put that out there to anybody who does this. Just know that sometimes these things won't go, and sometimes it's the person that you most want to interview ever in the entire world, and it won't go, and then you're just crushed.
And then,
yeah.
Well, do you know? And speaking of kind of your field, do you know? We had Rick DeAmpert from what is it, Daytona News Journal. I don't know if you know Rick DeAmpert. But he's got some great stories and stuff like that too. But you almost kind of put off, this whole vibe of, I've got to get this, and you turn into the rejected school kid. like somebody took you lunch or something. Yeah, I totally understand because you got to always shoot as, hey, I want to talk to Eddie Murphy. Hey, I want to talk to, you feel you want to do that. But we're right now speaking with Trevor Fraser. And Trevor, man, I appreciate the fact that, you're kind of opening up the ugly side of it too, because it's not always like you're saying, in the regards of what we do here every week is shine a light on people, talk with our fellow man, get to learn a little bit about them. And I guess kind of to segue over into, Orlando with the different cultures that they have. What you kind of have a fascination with the horror cultures in Orlando, and maybe if that naturally segues out of the and over into if you can couple those two questions together and Frankenstein that for me, that'd be great.
Sure. Sure. Well, I will say that that is sort of a byproduct just of my existence.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you meet, like, so I cover a lot of literary events, or used to cover a lot of literary events, until my editor basically told me, okay, you got to stop making everything literary events. But it's because it's who you know.
Yeah.
So similarly, the horror factor, and this happens with anything. You'll find that everybody will cover what they're most familiar with, and if you ever get into one of these jobs, I'll throw this out there to everybody. If you ever get into one of these jobs, you'll find yourself looking at a band coming through town, and you're saying, "Oh, we need to write about them. They're really, really big." And you're trying to explain who they are to your editor. You realize they're not really big. You just happen to love them.
Yeah, you've got a fascination. Yeah.
Yeah, that happens a lot, but that's okay, because fascination leads to passion in what you say, and passion in what you say, informs people. That's what people actually respond to when they're reading you and when they're hearing about you. So you should pursue the things that you're passionate about. You should write about those things. Like we said, write what you know, but most importantly, and this I think is also really, really there, write what other people don't know.
Oh, that's a good point.
Don't repeat the information that they already have. Write the things that they don't know about yet. And that's always fun to find out about, the things that you know that they don't know.
And you've got to really be able to be versatile and be able to kind of ebb and flow. And I think that's a good thing that you just said. Yeah, go follow your passions, but write something that maybe you're not that passionate about, that people don't know about, that fills a void, because that's how you make that's what they pay you for, right?
Right. Yeah.
So,
well, and the thing is, you're probably passionate about things, you don't realize this, but you're probably passionate about things that are niches in the world. And if you were to really follow those, you would realize you can create a niche out of what you already love. And I think that's really important, because other people aren't there to love it yet, and they will when you explain to them why it's so great.
Well, there you go. And talking about being an early adopter into cryptocurrencies with Trevor Fraser. I'm just kidding. No, but for real, though, I think that's great advice, because as recently we spoke with someone that was a candidate for the Poet Laureate, for Orlando's first Poet Laureate. So like we're saying, there is this big moving feel here in Orlando that the culture is very rich.
Yeah. Which candidate, by the way? I'm curious.
Oh, we spoke with Curtis X. Meyer.
Oh, Curtis Meyer. Yeah, Curtis Meyer. Excellent poet. I was glad to see that he made it as far in that process as he did. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, and I'm just proud of Orlando that they have that. I'm proud of what you do because you've got those roots. And now, what skinny are you going to give us? There's a Spooky Empire. There's a lot of cool stuff in Orlando. They do, some of the filming for things up in Georgia. I guess, do you get that into the side of like the what is it? The Walking Dead. The winter is coming. No.
Yeah. No, we don't as much, but I will say this. I'll tell you, my column this week is actually the cover story for the calendar this coming week. is about how this coming weekend, the weekend of the 10th through the 12th.
Okay.
Okay. There is more stuff going on this weekend than like the rest of the year.
What?
It is the craziest weekend you have ever seen that we have happening right now. And it's one of those times that I feel really privileged to do what I do, and also like, oh my God, I wish I had 8 arms. But yeah, I mean, because we've got Jay-Z's coming to town, we've got the Electric Daisy Carnival.
Oh yeah, that's
Art
right.
and Odd Places.
Oh my
the
God.
Festival of Trees kicks off. Primus is in town.
Oh my God.
Imagine Dragons is in town.
Wow.
Again, it's so many things. The Maitland Rotary Arts Festival, the Lady of the Lakes Renaissance Fair.
Wow.
Just so many things are happening this weekend. So I highly recommend getting out, picking up calendar on Friday. Not just
And this is first
figure out what's happening this week
after Veterans Day in November is what you're talking about, right? That weekend coming up after Veterans Day.
On Veterans Day. Heck, there are a lot of things for Veterans Day. I mean, it's really, there's a lot going on.
And we're just coming out of Halloween, and you know what else? I would love to say, hey, moving forward, because of the nature of what you do, if there's anything we can do, from a lateral standpoint, air support, this or that, feel free to keep us looped in, because this kind of community thing, is exactly what we want to do. And of course, this is given if we've got no phone issues in the future, but that's it. We might need some duct tape and bubble gum, I guess. Okay. Anyway.
Right. Yeah. Well, hey, listen. That's the good thing about your show, is that you make it happen. Because, like I'm saying, without the people, it's not happening, and you are the people right now.
Well, you rock.
That are making it happen.
Next.
So, thank you
I
so
am
much.
next. You rock, man. I appreciate that. So speaking with Trevor Fraser, you can check him out through online or through more traditional means, picking up a newspaper, and he's keeping his literary whetstone, sharpening his silver tongue on that. I'm grateful, man, that we were able to connect with you. Really appreciate it. I know you got some stuff going on, but hang tight. It's WJBWnetworks.com. Any closing thoughts or sentiments? Anything you want to throw out there? You gave some great advice for people if they're interested in writing for themselves, but any kind of thing you want to throw out there?
I just want to throw out there thanks, and thank you to all of you who listen to this and who want to make this town a great town.
There you go. Bravo. Trevor Fraser, Orlando Sentinel entertainment writer. It is the JB Rev Show, and we'll be right back.
Hey, all you racists out there, you should not be listening to our show, because we do not like you. JB Rev Show.
WJBW. WJBW Orlando, the very first quasi-radio web show.
Hey, what's up, WJBW? The JB Rev Show. Jeffro across the way. I don't know what was going on. I could clearly see that the signature when he was speaking was not coming through, yet we could hear him fine.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything you did. I think something spooky.
It's something is spooking. Oh my God, there goes again. Anyway, this is a hashtag Supernatural edition. I guess we're asking for it. We're saying, hey, oh yeah. So 8 o'clock hour, we got Frankie Messina calling in talking about Blanket Orlando. So let me see if I can do some tests here. Hold on. All right. So, see.
No echo. Yeah. No echo. Why is it echoing? Is it because I'm listening while I'm listening?
Hello.
Oh,
no, I'm not.
Hello. Hello.
No more.
Check. But now my mic is incredibly low. All right. Anyway, I don't know what's going on. It's Halloween. Maybe we should just stop right now before we get in trouble. We had somebody calling us as well, like random calling. So I don't know what's going on.
Spooky Grandpa was calling.
Spooky Grandpa. What? Oh, baby. Oh, there's a baby voice guy that calls. Yeah, he's scared.
Creepy Grandpa.
Yeah. But have you ever gone to where Frankie does Blanket Orlando? Have you ever gone to the kind of give where he especially has hey, we're doing a more of a mass roundup and then give them out?
Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 years ago, I think. Yeah, one time I showed up. Well, I didn't go give them out. I should have done that. I want to take more part, man. Because, especially people up north, they got a lot of blankets in their closet. You're never going to use those down here. Give them to somebody that's outside. You're just going to throw them away anyway.
Yeah, well, if you've got 3 or 4 blankets on your bed, I guess that's, good.
Too much for Florida.
Yeah. I think, too, about the animals, too, right? I mean, sometimes there's cold-ass animals out there. What do they make a little house and a little under the porch and shit like that? They find a way.
It's just for comfort,
to
too.
Stay warm, though, too. Yeah.
Cover yourself up.
What?
It's better to cover yourself up when you're sleeping outdoors. You don't want to be obvious. And it's a good thing, man. I love Frankie and his Blanket Orlando. He's been doing it for a while now, and I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago. I went and gave a couple blankets, and it's been really successful.
Yeah. Well, I love that he, in whatever he does, thinks about other people. And let me see if I can try to Facebook call him. Will this work? All right. Is that loud enough? Let me see. All right. We're Facebook. Is he going to answer? That's an annoying ring, though, isn't it? All right, I'll hang that up. I guess apparently, it'd be good if I was prepared and had his phone number as well. I maybe Shanghai him and call him. So we can do that here in the next little bit. But what I think is crazy, man, is that, for a part of what we were doing there, I'm not sure if it came through, and now that's all I can think about.
Yeah.
I want to go back and listen to it.
Yeah, you don't know what
I want to stop right now.
I don't know what show you got.
Yeah, well, I don't know how low he was, because he looked really, really, really low. WJBW. Is this Frankie?
Yeah, hey.
Hey, buddy. How you doing? There he is. You almost forgot?
Hey.
There he is.
No, I was listening because I was still seeing it kind of low for him, but hey, I'm good.
Oh, good. Yeah, it was low for him, but yeah, you talk on your end. Say hello.
Hi.
Oh, you're listening on the talk.
Yeah, I'm going upstairs now. Okay. I was hiding from the trick or treaters.
Oh, okay, good for you. Oh, yeah. Well, the show
You're all
will
out of
scare them
candy.
away. Yeah, we're hiding too.
Gave out too much candy to each individual.
Well, I didn't buy any candy. I was going to maybe give them some albums or some VHS tapes, but I don't know if they really like that.
I
didn't see a whole lot of people dressed up like James Brown or Elvis or nothing. So
yeah, see, you're coming through rock solid. That's great. Frankie Messina on the line. It's a local legend reconnect. Again, most notably the last year, I Love Orlando edition was in here. And you rock, brother. Thanks so much for giving us some time.
I rock. You rock, man. Look what you're doing. This show you're doing is amazing, dude. How many years you been doing this now?
Well, we're going on the 8th season. So next year, that's eight. We're in the 8th season now.
Yeah.
You know, because we used to do this like a TV show. You know, so it'd start in the fall. So we start in the fall of 2010, so now, yeah, that's what we're doing. And there may be an end in sight at one point. You know, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. But unless I can get it in my cyber, I'm going to have a floating broadcast rig that. I live inside of this little bubble that I broadcast out of. That's my dream. Anyway, but
well, look, the live remotes you did this past summer were epic. You went around this town to places that people didn't really know about.
Oh, thanks.
On a mass level.
Yeah, we did 6.
And
yeah, thank you. Yeah, we did 6 locations out and about, and I think that's important, though, because we want to keep pressing the boundaries and, you know, keep doing things that are not easy, I guess, right? The more
right. Well, welcome to the world. That's
right?
It's like I mentioned before, like when the people that go out to other people's locations, you know, just sit back on their lawns and go like, come check out my deal. When you go out and visit someone else's location, that's a compliment you cannot give. That you cannot even do anything except show up. When you show up, people love that. In their location, and what you do, absolutely, it's an honor.
Well, it was an honor
to have you there.
Well, thanks, man. Well, it was an honor to be able to get out there and actually see what's going on, and I like that. You know, all of that kind of happened relatively organically, especially if you're talking about kind of especially at Nora's. And I think when you're genuine out there in society, you know, people are almost in today's day and age kind of shell-shocked by it or thinking you have some ulterior motive, you know, so it's good to get out there and do that. And that's really what you do, man. You're a huge arts advocate here in Orlando. And this the thing that you do every year with Blanket Orlando is something that is just so beautiful and yet a great reflection of Orlando, that caring, giving, loving culture. And you know, we'll talk to that a little bit, but I think I just diverted you from saying something.
No, you know me, I'm all over the place. I'm a Gemini. I could talk about everything and I was listening to the 3 things you started.
Yeah, there's a lot to process there. He asked a lot of questions.
Did I? I think I asked a question. I'm so confused now.
Kind of
I was just thinking of the other.
You guys are really cracking me up in the studio, though. Hi, Jeffro. How are you?
Hey, Frankie, man.
What up, my brother?
Can you hear me?
Trevor says hello, by the way.
Yeah.
Trevor, hello, Trevor. These guys you have on here are what made this town, what made me stay in this town. Tell you the truth, seeing the love they have for the music and the local.
Yeah.
And you got a dynamo sitting in that room with you right now.
Yeah, we're all.
And he's just a loving guy that appreciates all types of music and all people. And his hugs are the best. I don't know if you got one of his hugs before, but I'm telling you what.
Yeah, it's real organic.
Yeah, organic. Wow.
Nothing processed.
On the line with Frankie Messina, Jeffro getting a little bit of praise there, and we take it. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Frank. It's great to have him sit in, and he came in and saying he was the Reverend dressed up as Jeffro, which I still don't know. It's Halloween, so it might be a big trick on me. We'll see. Anyway.
Is there a zipper in the back?
I can't see. I don't know. He's wearing long socks. It's weird. Yeah.
Long socks. Long socks.
I don't know if he's got a wig or not. I don't know.
It looks like a real beard.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Check for the zipper, JB.
Okay. All right. We'll do that later.
Hey, I'm the Reverend, man. Come on.
Yeah, see, look.
You listen to the JB Radio Show.
Yeah, I'm here.
And you know, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
Google that right now.
There you go. Okay.
Google that.
Get it back on track. Oh, my God. We're all going googie goggy. All right. So, Frankie, let's talk a little bit about, you do this every year, Blanket Orlando, and I love it. I think it's a great thing. Tell us a little bit about that effort and how people can get involved.
Well, it's always do it the weekend before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's on Friday, the 17th this year. We sit at the lake at Lake Ivanhoe and watch the sun go down. At 4 o'clock, I've got a truck that my friend Linda Schultz has donated to us. If someone's knocking for candy right now, I'm not answering the door.
Go to the door. No, that's fine if you need to. We'll wait.
They might get a blanket. They may get a VHS tape. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Let me see what.
You're going to
that
give
kid
a
don't even know what a
VHS tape. They're not going to know what it is.
They're like, what is this?
So what happened was we 6 years ago I decided to do something about giving these people out on the streets and the couple weeks in town that it's cold.
Mm-hmm.
When we're in Florida. I know you're broadcasting to a lot of friends all over the country, I'm sure. And it don't get cold here, but those couple weeks it does, those guys are cold. And there's no red tape. There's no asking if they want to come to my mission or, any huge phrase for it. Just here's a man that needs a blanket, and you give him a blanket on the street.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept it that simple for 6 years, and last year we had over 4,000 blankets.
Wow.
And now it's gone to baby diaper, soap.
Really?
A truck full of things that we deliver out on Thanksgiving Day. And we pack our cars. I say we now because I have a lot of friends that help me out to do it. And we have these little bags with all the essentials that you need.
That's awesome.
And on the intersection, instead of giving them $1, we hand them a bag full of goodies, wash rag, soap, a little snack, a little bit of love. Yeah. We even wrapped some of the bags last year in ribbon and put little notes on all the bags.
That's awesome.
Saying like, you were loved or you mean something or, happy Thanksgiving or keep moving or keep the faith.
Yeah.
Because we're all in this world together. And it's a simple thing that we do every year. And I don't think I can do a holiday now, ever, in this town or anywhere that I move where I'm not going to have to
be considerate.
Get out there and give back to the people on the streets that I don't care why they're there. I have no political, no moves, no agenda.
Yeah.
I'm out there helping a guy out. And I'm friends having with it, and it has grown to proportions that I am just amazed at every year. And simplicity works. Simplicity works.
See, and that's exactly, I guess, the point of it is you keep it very simple. Let's supply a need, and I love that it fits with the kind of wording of blanket Orlando.
Right.
Blanket.
I love like spreading. We're spreading the blanket now.
Yeah.
We're spreading it out. We're making it larger. I've got a cousin in Louisiana. She's doing one there. I've had New Smyrna do it. I've had people in Atlanta. I've had a couple friends in California that have done it.
Wow.
And I've got friends from all over in North Carolina, South Carolina sending me checks down.
Really?
Saying, hey, they're sending me a $100 check going, here's for gas money.
Wow.
For your truck.
Wow.
So people see it, they love it, and it's ingrained in me for a long time now, and it's something that I just love doing.
It's just good to have a blanket.
I mean, why not? Why not? When you're not rich, you don't have a lot of money, you got time, why not? Why not? People ask me why. Why not? Why not help another guy?
Yeah, even if it's
why
not cold out, man. When I was homeless, you sleep in the woods. Even if it's not cold out, it's better to have a blanket if you're on the ground. If you're on the ground.
A blanket or a nice clean pair of socks.
Yeah.
Come on, that is the most meaningful thing that we all take for granted every day.
You're right. Yeah,
and
exactly
to have a nice clean pair of socks, or just someone that says, hey dude, here you go, just throw it to them, and not make them feel less. Just make them feel like a human. Here you go. You don't know what that did. You know what you did for that guy. That guy may understand, like, hey, look, you know what? That guy was a real guy just like me.
Yeah.
And he was in a car. And he's driving off, and I'm still in the street. Maybe he's going to go get a job now,
Yeah.
Maybe he's going to think about himself, but it's not to me to make this guy do anything. It's for me to help another human.
It's just giving, and it's
giving instead of getting. That's what it's all about.
There you go, rock the house, and people can get involved. They can Google
that right now.
Blanket Orlando. Google that right now. Blanket Orlando.
You got to make T-shirts, man. Google that.
Yeah, I think we'll have to pay a trademark or something now. Everybody says.
I think Google's taken, but Google that is probably not.
Oh, there you go. That's
and anyone knows that I'm looking right now.
We should look. Yeah, get your crack team on that right away.
I'm a domain squatter.
Get this Google that right now.
Oh, anyway. Speaking with Frankie Messina, man, I love your just whole nature, and when people meet you, they know that it's not a put on. You're an authentic guy, and you have.
I'm a redneck.
But you just have a
good one.
Yeah, a good one. They're people are good. Yeah. And I think that's what we got to get back to.
I'm all right for a good old boy.
Well, I think that's what we got to get back to in America is more than left and right and political party. And I see people just spewing out hate just because they're used to doing it. They've built up over a year. I thought about it the other day, and I was like, wow, we've been at this. There's still people fighting about political stuff for over a year, and it becomes a bad habit. It becomes a bad habit, and you want to talk about smoking. This is more corrosive to society than virtually any drug out there, because this is the same kind of mentality where you think somebody's wrong and they deserve to die, and that's not it. And our man on the line here, Frankie Messina, is saying no, they're out there and we deserve to love them. So I love that, man. That's everything we're all about. They deserve clean damn socks.
That's it. I'm not asking the guy to agree with me on what I think is supposed to be right in this life.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing to say, dude, I'm just like you. You're just like me. We're all in this big blue ball together, running around the freaking world.
There you go.
And we're all trying to survive.
Yeah.
And if someone else thinks that's bad, then you know what? They're not the ones out there sitting with me on the blanket. They're not out there helping me out. People ask me, I had someone the first time this year, one person emailed and said, I'm kind of suspect of your organization, Blanket Orlando.
Oh.
And I kind of went off on him, which I don't go off on many people. But I had 6 years of holding it back.
Yeah.
And that person found out very quickly that it was on the jumping up. I didn't have to prove myself to them. I didn't have to prove nothing to this person.
Yeah.
So I had to let that person know,
hey,
you have it wrong.
Yeah.
And not that I have it right, but I have more right than you if you're suspect of somebody trying to help somebody else. People do not understand that in this world. They don't understand that.
Well, and you're right. And like we were talking about just now, it's things when you create patterns and behaviors and repeat them, the more and more you do them, you think that they're the right thing, but that's not always true. And in this case, the more and more you're out there giving and loving, somebody is saying, oh, what do you got it in for? What are you doing? What's the angle on this scam?
I think
you're like, that's not what we're doing.
Like, if I had any angle, and I keep referring to my friends that helped me with this. I have some beautiful friends that helped me. Yeah. And I could name them all, but people just jumped in on this. Yeah. And they're like calling me going like, Frankie, we of course do it again. Like, are you crazy? How could we not do this?
Yeah.
They bring their children, and their children are into it. And that was one of my big points with it also was to say, around the holidays, it's not about what I'm going to get, Mommy, what I'm going to get, Daddy. It's like, what can I do? And look, if someone needs a pair of socks, back to the socks thing.
Yeah.
We're teaching children to carry on the future generations.
There you go.
Of making the world a better place. I sound like Michael Jackson, but it's the truth. You've got to teach your children that there's simple things in life that matter more than what they're seeing on TV or seeing in their telephones, looking down, not walking outside, not walking out in nature. Yeah. I've got them out there on the lake, playing volleyball, climbing in a tree. And they know, they see their grown-ups around them, giving things to people, and they're getting taught lessons. And I believe that's one of the best things you can do.
Well, it's good to have empathy.
Just in general, but around the holidays for sure.
Yeah.
With the greedy culture that we live in now, and the give it to me now generation.
Yeah.
I want to make a difference. I really do.
Truth. Well, I think you're on your way to doing that, and maybe it's the path kind of leading you to do it more on a perpetual basis because
it's stuck. It's going to be a Blake Orlando forever.
Well,
I'll be leaving it to one of those kids.
I love it
to do, and I love that.
I know you got
thank you for listening to me.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for listening to all that.
I know you got some cool stuff coming up and anniversaries and things like that down the line with the famed brand apartmente.com and things are happening and moving and cooking. So I know that we'll be staying in touch with you. As you continue to bring cool stuff to Orlando,
and I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for that because there's people like you that inspire people like me to know that people are listening. To know that, because that's what I said before. People just want to have someone to listen to, get their ideas out there. Imagine a world where everybody just talks and nobody listens.
Yeah.
And you're a listener. People that do podcasts are listeners. People on radio stations around town are listeners. All the reporters. They listen, and that's a real valuable thing that you give. to the community, and I appreciate it.
Well, thank you, buddy. You're giving a lot out there too, and we appreciate you, man. You know, and it's hard to give you a compliment without getting a compliment back because that's Frankie's style.
Well, you know,
that's your style. No, that's awesome.
With me, you know.
Don't let anybody tell you to change.
One new thing that I started, just real quick.
Yes.
It's called The Dirty Side. TheDirtySide.com. I started a new group put little plants and good things in life.
Yeah.
That's great. That's a new thing I just started this week, and it has exploded. People are loving it. There's recipes and local community goodness happening on this site. So it's a positive, good news site.
Yeah, so if somebody's going to be stuck on their screen, at least they could be looking at something real.
It's a Facebook group, and it's called The Dirty Side. So you
because the dirty side is where things grow. Positive, beautiful things grow out of dirt.
Don't Google
and
that.
It came from the dirty side of the hurricanes we had. But I've got people posting videos of their food, their backyards, their beautiful backyards. The fresh plants are growing. You know, just it's simple and it's very complex. But it's a community site that I'm really, really proud of. So
great. No, and
check out that.
It's stuff like that.
I love it.
Yeah, it's stuff like that too that keeps keeps people's embers glowing. So we appreciate you. Hang on the line with us, Frankie. We're going to bust away. We've been speaking with Frankie Messina, talking a little blanket Orlando. And again, all things that are glorious that shine here from Orlando. It is Jeffro Rapper across the way. You okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm
you all right?
great.
Okay,
brother.
all right. Well, I am JB Webb, but we'll be right back. Enjoy some music. Program on the program. Enjoy some program music.
Freeze too.
WJBW, Orlando, Florida. The first quasi-radio web show.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, welcome back. WJBWnetworks.com, DJB Rev Show. That's what we do every single week. And oh man, what a good call. I could see the meter moving on that call, on the last call. Anyway, we've been dealing with issues, but we keep bobbing and moving. We are original content creators, and on the line we have a special holiday call. Welcome to WJBW. Who does be?
I'm Scary Baby.
Oh my God, Scary Baby. Hello. Welcome to
Boo.
Boo. Oh, okay. That's so scary, baby. Yeah.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, Scary Baby. Thank you for calling in.
I heard you laugh.
Oh, well, I'm laughing because everything must scare you. You're a baby, or are you scared, baby? Do you mean scared,
when
baby?
When the music was playing, I heard you laugh.
What? Okay.
It sounded like Vincent Price.
What? Vincent
Price?
Very scary.
Vincent Price, I think the guy that laughs.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So,
what does Scary Baby like to do?
Okay. So since then, at an uncertain hour, that agony returns until my ghastly tail is dulled.
What?
His heart within me burns. I just want some candy.
Okay, Scary Baby. Well, thank you for knocking on our digital door. We'll go ahead and give you the candy so you don't...
Got licorice.
There you go. Yeah. Do you like black licorice?
Do I have to stay on the line till after we talk and somebody will come on and send it to me?
Little baby, how old are you, Scary Baby?
I'm a ghost.
Oh, you're
baby.
a ghost baby now. It's coming out.
So I'm old
Okay.
days.
I love how Scary Baby's call is coming through superlatively.
Yeah. What does Scary Baby like to do?
Okay.
What? JW.
The Scary Baby, he wants to know what you would like to do. What's your favorite pastime?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like to go trick or treating.
Okay.
And I like to call you.
Oh, that's your favorite thing to do is call us.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you, Scary Baby. Okay. Well, Scary Baby. All right. Well, Scary Baby, we're going to do the news. Do you want to do the news with us, Scary Baby, or not?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to try? Yeah.
Might be a fun.
I'm getting scared.
Breaking news. Badly.
Halloween! Hashtag Supernatural Edition. Scary Baby's on the line, going to do the news with us.
Baby's got big eyes.
Baby's got big eyes.
What is happening in the news?
No, maybe just... All right, you don't need to worry about it, Scary Baby. Don't worry about it. Here, we do have something you should be able to understand. Here's a White House Secretary explaining taxes.
We'll say reporters.
Okay.
Go out for beer. And the bill for all 10 comes to $100. If
Okay.
these 10 reporters paid their tab every night the way we pay our taxes, it would go something like this.
They're drinking beer.
The first four, the poorest, would pay nothing. The fifth would pay $1. The sixth would pay $3. The seventh would pay $7.
Yeah.
The eighth would pay $12.
Okay.
The ninth would pay $18.
Right.
The 10th, the richest, would pay $59.
What a horrible...
So that's what they decided to do.
$59 for
the
a
10
beer?
reporters drank in the bar every day and seemed quite happy with the arrangement until one day the bar owner
It's
threw
a joke.
them a curveball.
She's reading it.
Since you're all such good customers,
Okay.
he said, I'm going to reduce the
don't
cost
drink
of your
beer, but I would like to.
Okay. Yeah, that's the Trump tax plan. Go ahead.
You got
Over to
that.
you, Scary Baby. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds expensive.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she got that from a guy in a bar or something.
Yeah, you think? I think so too. Yeah, it sounds like a long joke.
Okay.
Just missing the punchline, I guess. I don't know, but,
I want some
but there is.
Okay, well, Scary Baby, we're gonna let you go. I think it's past
maybe
your
you could
bedtime.
give me
Tickle
give me
Baby
a
to
line
sleep.
of comedy.
Give you a line? We don't do that
comedy.
here. Oh.
Of comedy.
Yeah.
A line of comedy. What do you mean? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, Scary Baby. All right, we're gonna let you go. It's you sleep good now tonight on Halloween. All right. Thank you for the call, Scary Baby. There we go. Okay, that was great. Thanks.
I don't know what scares me more, the baby or...
That was weird. I think that was a weird call. Anyway, we got that before we came back. So.
Funny baby.
There we go. That's really loud baby. Okay. So let me go into a couple news stories here. I don't understand what the White House press secretary is trying to say there, but
she's trying to say that the people that pay too much just won't go to the bar.
We actually pay for all of your beers.
Yeah. So we're not going to come to the bar anymore.
We're paying the tab every night. I'm not drinking beer right now. Okay. Anyway. Bungalower.com has an article. MCO, or the big Orlando International Airport up the road there, wants more small businesses selling in the airport. You hear this?
No, I didn't.
That's a pretty cool concept, isn't it? So you get like a little local flavor, whether it's a kiosk or something. Like I can see Pocus Hottest in there. I mean, people come in and get them a bottle of hot sauce. Heck yeah.
Get a burrito stand out there.
A burrito stand.
Yeah, I get a taco stand. So
my taco truck.
Taco truck.
That would be cool. Food truck. How can I get a food truck in?
But on a little kiosk.
Into the thing.
Right before you get on your flight.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. That's what you want. Damn taco. This is independent.co.uk. Spontaneous dancing still illegal in Sweden. So in Sweden, apparently, you can. This is from earlier in the year in August. Spontaneous dancing is still illegal in Sweden, a year after the government promised to stop prosecuting people under this bizarre law.
Why, man? That's the only way I know how to dance.
Yeah, spontaneously. There you go. All right, so throw it up there for him. It's and I guess that would be a huge debate. You've got to fight. That's Footloose for real. That's like real life. You cannot just break into dance in Sweden. Apparently, I wonder if that applies to tourists. What do they do?
I don't know. I guess they just don't like dancing, or no. I guess it might be like they're talking maybe provocative dancing, maybe, or something.
It says spontaneous.
Oh, spontaneous.
So just all of a sudden you break out into dance, like
don't like religious people do that anyway when they speak in tongues. It's funny.
Oh, well, they speak in tongues. Yeah, they talk all funny.
And
I guess
they move around and
their body
spontaneous gyrate.
Oscillates all around. Okay, I got you.
But yeah, I can't see why that's a law.
Well, here's another article, maybe related from the same exact independent.co.uk, that says here Dutch prisons are closing because the country is so safe. And maybe it's this damn dancing law. Yeah. That's in the suite. But they're closing. Dutch prisons are closing. What do you think of that? What do you think of that concept? Just the prison system going away because everybody's
great. You could turn them all into dance halls.
Yeah. Well, it seems like these white collar crimes now are being prosecuted, which I think is good because if people are doing something hinky at a high level and they're not supposed to be, they should be held accountable for that shit. And don't spontaneously dance.
Yeah, there's got to be somebody behind. There's got to be some money behind that or something. I don't know. Somebody's getting paid to keep that law in effect.
With the spontaneous dancing?
Yeah, there's got to be some rich guy that don't like dancing.
I just don't understand.
Paying the politicians.
Yeah, going back to that.
Why is it a law?
Why is it a law? You ever check out the emergency broadcast? It's Dispatcher Page, @Dispatcher Page on Facebook. And they have some pretty funny stuff there. Let me see if I can pull some videos. See if I can pull one of these videos. 911 Halloween call.
If you ever watch me dance.
The following video may not be suitable for younger audiences, as it is a simulation of what a real 911 call would sound like, or 999 call, depending on where you are in the world. I made this just to test out my editor, and see what I could come up with. Both voices on the line are me.
Okay.
And
I'm sure we would have figured that out.
That kind of stuff, like 911 calls, are not something you need to be listening to or want to listen to. I'd go ahead and link the video now. But I'm posting this now. I've had it for a while because it's Halloween. It's something creepy. Now, again, this is not a real 911 call.
Okay.
It's Halloween.
Okay,
so
we
please
get
keep
it.
That in mind
I don't even
watching.
want to hear it
Thank
now.
Okay, a lot of information.
Oh, that's why.
What is your location? My what? Sweetie, do you your address? Are you in your house? Yes, I'm in my house. Yes, could you tell me your address, please? Our address is...
Ouch! Okay.
Our house is on the balloons. What's
What?
Calm down.
Oh my God.
Do you mind telling me what happened?
What happened?
We were just having my birthday party.
Okay.
We were just playing around, and me and my best friend, and then there was a bunch of noise just
Well, I think the operator would cut him off by then.
so man came in and he started screaming at us.
See, that sounds loud as hell. Why isn't my desktop?
He took a knife out and
There.
attacked my friend. He went to the cops at the time, was hiding. And then he
Okay.
came over to
It's Halloween. All right, so there you go. All right, get rid of that. That was longer and weirder than I thought. Anyway, before we wrap it up, then, hey, you're going to Halloween, aren't you?
Going to what Halloween?
At Spectrum, we're increasing
our Halloween.
Hula.
Oh, that happened last weekend. Yeah,
Did you go?
No, I didn't go this year.
Oh, I'm
But
sorry.
I went. But I've been every year. It's a madhouse. It's everybody's. It's even bigger than Halloween Horror Nights, don't it?
And it's out in the woods and shit too, right?
Yeah, it's out in the woods.
Fun.
And it's a bunch of
Halloween.
yeah, everybody's in costume. String cheese incident, a lot of
Swanee.
bands. Yeah, Swanee. They all do.
Well, this weekend, Orlando Fire.
All dress up, even the band, and it's pretty intense.
All right.
Everybody's intense too, so it's
Intense.
Yeah.
And also inside of tents.
Yeah.
There you go.
Intense.
How old is this?
So
hold on. No, I got something here. Hold on. I'm queuing up a story. Orlando firefighters can't fill the boot on Orlando roads, city says. I guess this is from August of this year, WFTV.com. Have you heard this?
No. What are they saying that they can't?
Probably seen them before at the intersections asking you to give and put the money in the boots. But before their campaign begins, Orlando's new ordinance says that they can't do it that way anymore out in traffic. Channel 9 Shannon Butler talked with the fire department today, and Shannon, they say that this is unfair for them.
Yeah, as is tradition, Orlando firefighters.
Did you know
walk
that?
the
I guess they
streets
can't do
here
that
in
anymore.
the city, hoping they can go up to your car window, that
with a
you'll
boot.
take your loose change and you'll help fill the boot. Now.
Wow, that's crazy.
So they
wonder
just
how
can't
much-
go up to the cars, or
I don't know. I guess they can't go out there
Can't
with
do
the
it at
boot
all.
anymore, like here, fill it up. Anyway.
Yeah, it's more and more society tyrant.
Well, not wanting that, like,
Yeah.
I pay my taxes. Why are you out here? I don't know. It seems like a tradition, though. Those guys, risk life and limb in case shit goes wrong. I don't know. I'm sure that's controversial, but anyway. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up. What you got?
Wrap it up.
You got anything? All right, let's do it. Thank you. Polka's hottest. Whoa, that's loud.
Oh yeah, get some hot sauce in your mouth.
Okay, there we go. Oh my God. Polka's hottest. POCASHOTTEST.com. Finest hot sauces in the land. They're delicious. Go there, check it out. ShannonHoltArt.com. Dank City Smoke Shop. Kush Ultra Lounge. And Art Army.
Google that right now. Revolution has begun.
Oh yeah. All right. Jeffro Rapp, thank you so much for sitting in, or the
Yeah.
Reverend as Jeffro Rapp. You
Yeah,
really
man. Hey,
stayed in character the whole time.
Hey, can I just say something right here, right now?
Yeah.
I just want give me a second here.
Yeah.
I love you, man.
Okay.
I love you a
Thank you,
lot.
man.
We got it.
There you go. There it is. All right. Somber closes us out. Bowie's in the ocean. See you next week.
WJBW.
You don't want to.
The electronics are so predominant that people would really prefer that.